Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Have you ever wanted to add authentication to your Flutter app without having to add a database service provider like Firebase or Supabase and make authentication really simple for the users without the hassle of passwords such that the user can just enter their email ID or a phone number and get an OTP and continue to use your app? Savo Lab lets you do that. They have a really simple interface to get started with. You can go over to their website, create a new project, and this should download the API keys and token to your device. Now, in this video, we'll see how to add authentication using Savo to your Flutter app in 3 simple steps. Alright, so let's get started by creating a new Flutter project. You can also add this to an existing Flutter project. It wouldn't be a problem as such, but for this tutorial, I'll create a new project. Let us see the steps in which you can add Savo to your Flutter app. The first step is to get the package. So I'll go over to pub.dev and search for Savo. So you'll see the first one with passwordless and OTP authentication. You can copy the package name, come back to your project's pubspec.yaml and add it under dependencies. Do a quick pubget to get the package files. Now you'll notice in the package documentation, if you'll go down, the second step is to create a Savo instance, but for this you'll need an API key and a secret key. So how to get this? For this you need to go over to the savolabs.in. This should take you to their website. Once here, if you do not already have an account, you can create a new account, but since I already have one, I'll just log into my account. All you need to do is enter your email ID and you'll get a OTP sent to your email ID. It should take you to your dashboard and you can simply create a new project, select hybrid, Flutter, and it would also show you the different steps. Hit continue, enter a package name and click on create. Once you do this, you'll see a Savo keys file downloaded to your device. This file would contain an API key and a secret key, which we will use to create our Savo instance. So really simple. We'll come back to our Flutter project, go inside the lib folder and in main.dart and delete the homepage code, right? So I'll get rid of this whole code and create a new Dart file. It will be called onboarding screen, right? This onboarding screen would have a new stateful widget which would be called onboarding screen. Now all we need to do is create an instance. So we'll create a Savo instance, pass in our API key and the secret key, then use this instance inside the on pressed of a button to call a sign in function. Now this sign in function would take in identifier type, which could be an email or a phone number if you want to use the SMS authentication, and that should do. So you can just copy this code from here to use it in your own Flutter app. We would also need to import the package and then replace the API key with your own API key. I will delete this project after this video, so please make sure you use your own API key and the secret key too. And yeah, if you are trying to work on Android, you'll also have to set the minimum SDK inside Android app build.gradle. Change your minimum SDK version from 16 to 19. And after calling the onboarding screen in main.dart, you can run the application. So I have the app running on my device and it shows up like this because the center widget here isn't wrapped in a scaffold. So I'll just wrap it with a widget, and let's make this scaffold real quick. And we know the scaffold doesn't take in a child, instead it takes in a body. And quickly hot restart. And there we have it, the prettier version of the app. So this is what the screen defaults to, and initially we get the user data as login failed. You can choose a phone sign in or an email sign in, and you can enter your email ID. Got an email with the OTP, and you can enter the OTP. It will ask you if you trust this browser. So yeah, and there you have it. So you'll get your user data. So the user data you will get will have the user ID, the created on, the identifier type, it's an email, and a verification token, and an empty list of custom field values. So that is the model we are getting. And this is how easy it is. So we have the user data, which is shown up here, and we can create a specific user model for it. I have a video on creating models. What I'll do is I'll create a example app complete with an onboarding screen that also has the user model. Instead of using the default code, you can also create a custom onboarding screen like we have right here. I've used a simple cat image. You can replace it with the image of your own, add some onboarding screen text that mentions the app feature, and maybe use a swiper to mention 2-3 features right here. And then there is a simple sign in with email and sign in with phone button. If you tap on the sign in with email button, it should take you to the Savo sign in, and you can enter your email ID. Click on login with password, and it will take you to the profile screen, which right now shows the user ID as well as the identifier type. So what I have done in code is I've created this onboarding screen which you saw previously, which had all the buttons, just a bit prettified. And then there is the profile screen which is kept simple, shows the text user ID, and this is how you can use it in projects of your own. If you want to use it with the database where you want to save the user data with the user ID. Also, I've created a custom model which has everything that you need to work with the response. So if you'll go back to the onboarding screen, you'll see if the login is successful, it would take you to the profile screen. But first, what it does is basically takes the user data and makes it into a Dart object, which makes it really easy to access data on the profile screen. We can just use user data and dot to user ID to get the user ID and the identifier type. So I'll have all the code on GitHub, and you can get it through the link in description. That is it for this video. Savo really has kept the integration really simple. 5,000 is the number of auths they allow, and if you'll go over to their dashboard and hit upgrade, it will show you like $0 per month. So I am guessing that this is 5,000 authentications per month, and that is good for your side projects. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe the channel. We keep experimenting with new tech and technology, and we'll keep creating videos on more new stuff. So thank you so much.